going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. Farms News, baby. FarmsNews.com. Today we got 65 mods on the testing list. The Mac Gródek was removed from Mod Hub. We got some new fact sheets for the premium DLC. It's Farm Sim Show Day. We're actually doing it this time. And we got 4 modders to talk about, including the next update to Alma, Missouri. Check it out. Starting off with those mods in testing. Today we have 65 mods on the list, and they are all in the first stage of testing. So, mods on the list. Some notable ones, we have the Bell Handcart, IH Cyclo 800 Planter, and Tree Sapling Pack. We also have the Christmas Market, Potato Processing Plant, New Holland 980 CF6, and Big Box and Shovel. Rounding out the testing list, we have Pindorama Resort MT, Anywhere Object Storage, Fire Station, Lizard Motorcycle with Sidecar, and Eureka Farms. With all that being said, we still have 132 mods sitting waiting to be tested, and the current average waiting time of newly submitted mods is only about 7 workdays. This is about half of what it was a week ago. Rock and roll, Mod Hub team, let's go. Heads up, the map that was released yesterday, Gródek, has been removed from the Mod Hub. I don't know why this is, but I have a couple speculations. I think it was getting review bombed. It had a really low rating, or I'm not quite sure what it was. The map seemed okay to me, but hey, if you know what it is, let me know. Today's Friday, and we have another set of fact sheets for the premium DLC releasing on Tuesday, November 14th for all platforms. The first fact sheet today is the Dwarf GCCI Harvester. This requires 170 horsepower. It's got a working width of 1 row at 6 miles an hour, and it can harvest carrots, red beets, and parsnips. It'll also cost you about $181,000, which is a little bit high for this, but by the looks of it, it should be able to palletize the crops as you harvest them and then dispose the greens on the ground. This is super neat, and I'm really excited to see how this works, and we didn't even know anything about this until like just now. That's so cool. Next, we have the Grimmer GF 800 Rotary Hiller. This requires 270 horsepower. It's got a 6-meter working width at 7 miles an hour, and it will cost you $59,500. When planting the new crops, they say you'll need to make hills before planting, and it'll add a fertilization stage to the new crops, but they haven't actually said what will happen if you don't do the hills. I don't know, we'll find out. There's also a smaller 3.2-meter rotary hiller if you'd rather use that. And thirdly, speaking of the planting, we have the Kverneland Mini Air Nova Fold Planter. This requires 70 horsepower. It's got a 6-meter working width at 6 miles per hour, and it will hold 32 liters of seed for planting the 3 new crops, even though they only use like 10 liters of seed per hectare, so this will get you about 3.2 hectares done. It'll also cost you $51,500, which is kind of high for something like this. There's also a smaller 3-meter version as well. These 3 pieces of equipment will be part of the 38 total new machines, tools, and placeables released with the premium expansion on Tuesday, November 14th for all platforms. If you own the Year 2 Season Pass, you will get this DLC is included with that, so don't worry about it. But if you don't have Year 2 Season Pass, you can still get the DLC via the link below. And since today is Friday, that also means it's Farm Sim Show Podcast Day. We're actually going to do the show today. It can be found on my YouTube and Facebook channels, and I think Clutch is going to stream it as well, but I'm not sure where yet. We'll be talking about everything that happened this week in the world of Farming Simulator. We'll also be sharing our favorite mods, and of course, plenty of cat herding, so make sure you don't miss it. Jumping over to modern news, Salabuki, creator of Alma, Missouri, says that some players have reported having problems with the update installation. This was actually due to an issue on Mod Hub a few days ago, and should be fine now, had nothing to do with the map. Additionally, he is also working on the next update and preparing some more additions. We'll be seeing some more veggies in the greenhouses and placeable fermenter. That's kind of cool. The fermenter is still under development, so it could change in appearance, maybe change how it works, but it is still pretty cool that Salabuki is doing something just for this map, something like that. Alma, Missouri is one of the best American maps that we've seen in a long time, may even be the best one that we've had in Farm Sim 22, and I'm super excited to see what he has in store for us next. Speaking of maps, Omatana is adding more paintable grounds to her map for Fields Farm. Here we can see not only different flowers, underbrush, and foliage, but there's also a cultivated ground state. That's awesome. About a week ago, we got to see these textures right here, and when added together, this may be one of the most customizable maps on Mod Hub, where you can do whatever you want. Very cool to see progress on the little things as well as the big things, like those big 4 fields on the map. Ooh. Next up, Rooster Mod's John Deere 1275 Bell Wagon is now complete and ready to be submitted for testing for all platforms on the Mod Hub. So excited for this. The mod is going to have auto loading, it'll have flatbed and a 2-bed option, as well as colors, triangle, wood color, extended reach, bulkhead, and more. The auto loading feature will pick up base game bells, true 6-foot bells, whatever those are, Hesta bells, cotton round and square, poplar bells, and pretty much everything except for small square bells. Kind of a letdown. I was going to use this for small square bales, but whatever. Now that this thing is done, he will be moving on to other projects that use the 1275 running gear, so stay tuned for those. And lastly today, a little bit of bad news, but I think something we all saw coming. Whiskey Sierra Modding says that the Volvo VNL is no longer intended for all platforms and will be PC only. Probably not coming to Mod Hub either. He didn't mention that. The truck model is from SCS Software, who created American Truck Sim, so he didn't create the model himself, he just edited it. The poly count is too high due to things like lots of customization options, and of course textures and scripting. Can't have that. So unfortunately, this will not be coming to consoles or even Mod Hub. He does, however, have plans to rebuild one of his more popular mods from 19 that was on all platforms, but he didn't say which one, so it could be any of these. Keep a lookout for updates on this in the future, and we'll update you once we have some solid information. And keep a lookout for K-Bot. It is spoopy season, and he likes to jump scare. He's not good at it, he just likes to do it. But something that's not scary is every episode of Farm Sim News, because we post links to everything that we talked about in the description. You can check it out. Go down below. You can also check out the entire video in the form of a news article on farmsimnews.com. Thanks to Yoast Modding. Remember, there are no release dates for mods, so no one knows when any mod is going to be released. And if I didn't talk about something in this video, well, it means there's nothing to talk about. So there you go. If there is something you'd like to see covered in a future Farm Sim News video, you can let me know in the comments, and make sure to stay tuned to the channel for updated information on everything that you really need to know about going on in the world of Farming Simulator. Well, guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Make sure the notification bell's on as well. That way, you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. Otherwise, just hope you have a great day and a great weekend. We will see you later. You know, every once in a while, you just have like one of those days. I've recorded this video 3 times, and my camera has quit every single time. Except for this one. I think this will work.